I've spent so long driving along the lanes, going for walks in the countryside, seeing the herdies everywhere, and you can't normally get close to them. So coming to the Herdwick Experience is a really good way to actually get close to them.
So I came to Yew Tree Farm in 2002. The farm is owned by the National Trust, so I'm a tenant. And one of the stipulations of the National Trust was that I had to keep a minimum of 100 Herdwick sheep. I have now got quite a few more. There could be 1,000 at any one time. Herdwicks are very much self-reliant than other breeds of sheep. They tend to look after themselves. They just fit, really. They're natural, they camouflage against the stone walls, they quite happily outwinter in the wildest of weathers. They're just built for this landscape. They can thrive outside where other sheep won't. They can go to the highest points of the mountains and the furthest edges of the craggy outcrops. Other sheep would just cower behind the walls and never venture.
My name's Tess Pike. I always think I would love to do something mindful because I have such a busy life, and coming here you really are in the moment and it's just wonderful. The fact that the Herdwicks actually stay around after you've fed them, because you can kind of understand that they would come and eat out of your hand, literally, but then you expect that they're going to wander away, and they don't. They actually stay there. That you can see that you're giving pleasure to them. They're kind of giving pleasure back. And I was actually sitting there looking at the sheep's teeth, because you can't normally get up close to a sheep and actually look at them properly. So looking at their teeth, looking at their eyelashes, looking at their eyes, it makes you relax. It makes you just really be in the moment and just enjoy sitting there. It's definitely a very relaxing, very therapeutic experience. I feel as though I've done a really relaxing yoga session or something like that. The Herdwicks have specially developed eyes to help them to cope with the weather conditions, because they're out here in all weathers. You can see what the countrysides are like here.
Brilliant. I actually, it's so calming. I actually love the herdies. This is so cute. Yeah, the cute little smile. I'm normally up in the fells, and they just come up to you, and when I'm sitting here having my lunch, they just come up, so friendly, so cute. I mean, what really surprised me was how actually calm they were taking the food out of your hands. I was expecting with most animals, they're quite snappy. You just couldn't feel them at all. They were so gentle. They want to be there as well. They don't mind you being there at all. When they start, the herdies' faces are black, and when they're getting older, they turn white. But there are periods of time where they go from black to white, and they do come in patterns. So quite often you'll see one eye in particular with a star pattern on it, and it looks just like a kiss because they painted their face very 70s style.
I just love the Herdwicks. They just got such character. They seem very relaxed about the whole experience, and they seem to enjoy it just as much as we do. So it's just lovely. You don't think about anything else. You're just there in the moment. They kind of tell you where they want to be scratched. You do feel a connection with them, definitely. Obviously, you get the talk with Joe, first of all, and that's really, really informative and tells you a lot of things you didn't know. But I worked up at Langdale School and a lot of Herdwicks used to come into the school grounds, so I've always been interested in them. And then coming here, it's just sort of filled in any gaps I had. I just didn't know about the colours with the fleeces, because I don't know if that is unique to Herdwicks. It seems to be that they're born black and gradually get greyer and whiter as they get older. So that was something new.